Filter right here. Wrap this. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. I need to make a song. I forgot. Did Mr. Rogers? He had a song. I forgot how it goes. I thought it was something like "Good morning to you." Something about good morning. Anyway, I don't know. My brain doesn't work the way it needs to because I was not homeschooled. But that's another topic. Or it might be today's topic. I don't know. Let me guzzle this water real quick and I'll start walking to the site. Mm, mm. Hopefully everything is going well with you and yours. I just finished fixing a garden bed, planting. What did I plant this morning? Uh, brassicas and tomatoes and castor and fixed the garden bed, pruned some basil. So now I'm walk over here and I want to talk about the Webellion. We got a bellion going on. Bellions are good, people. Bellions are good. Webellion standing up. States are standing up. I appreciate that. Uh, mm. There we go. Hydrate. Before coffee, you got to put some water down. And I'm in my clogs this morning, so y'all might see some rattlesnake fun. Oh, Lord Jesus, hot potato. Watch me run through the desert. No, actually, I need to walk this northern path to get to the site that I got a better network signal at because I'm hearing some, I'm hearing the maracas. And anytime I hear the maracas, I need to walk over there. You know what? I should take my hat because they were kind of attacking me yesterday. The flies have kind of dissipated, maybe because it's real hot in the day. It doesn't rain as much out here in this tropical monsoon rainy desert. Um, I heard some maracas over there. I don't know if y'all heard that to my left. Where's my hat? Who touched my hat? Damn it! I know where it is. It's in the bathhouse. That's where it is. Hang on, let me go over there and get it. That's the fun thing about living out here. When you live by yourself, you can't blame nobody for nothing. Damn it! Who touched my tools? Who moved the wrench? Damn it! You dummy! Oh, it's fun. I tell you what, my kids are vindicated big time. Me being out here, like damn, what the little boys always touching something. Little boys always touching and moving something. Damn it. Stop touching stuff and moving stuff and not putting things back where it belongs. I'm going to tell y'all out here, ain't nothing where it's supposed to be. It was all me. It was. I mean, I didn't blame them boys for that my entire life. Damn it, who didn't move the car? Who moved my truck? So, you did it, dummy. All right, hang on. Less jokes, more paying attention. I'm actually walking in the space. I heard the maracas this morning. And I'm making noises. So y'all hear me coming. Y'all shake them maracas. Let a brother know that you're here. Ain't trying to get bit. I stomp. Sometimes you got to dance in the desert. You got to kind of dance the jig, do your thing. You do that. Make all the vibration you can. So the big rattlesnakes, like, oh, all right, yeah, here comes dummy again. All right, let's move up over the hill. Let's get away from. But the little ones are they like, oh no, what's that mean? Is that food? Is that a dinner bell? So you got to make a bunch of noise. But I wanted to walk this path real quick. I'm sorry it's taking me a little bit longer because I heard somebody shaking some maracas over here this morning. I don't see nothing now. No, okay, I heard you, but if you heard that one, no, that's not the maracas. That's a bug. There's a bug out here that's trying to pretend to be a rattlesnake. Hello, where y'all at? All right. Oh, the prickly pear. I have not decided to eat this damn thing yet. Well, no, it's not true. I've eaten it. I just haven't decided that I want to prepare it yet. That's to say that the right way. You got to stay in your lane in some things. And my lane is not taking thorns out of things and putting them in my belly. I'm not at that level yet. That is not my level. I was public schooled. And I am not going to let that go. Whew. No, homeschool your kids, people. Homeschool them. We now know that homeschooling It allows their brains to form differently, right? There are more challenges. There are less crutches when you homeschool. You get smarter kids, period. End of story. Want the best for your kids? Homeschool. If I could do it all over again, I would. Unfortunately, my kids are in the clone army like me. They're clones. I wish I didn't send them to public school, but I didn't know no better. Now you know better, do better. Homeschool your children. They think differently. Everybody homeschooled my age is smarter than I am. Yeah, maybe that's a strong word. Not smarter. They have different abilities because they actually solve more problems than children sitting in clone indoctrination camps. All right, there you go. Oh, I was going to get my hat. Dang it, I forgot my hat. But that's all right. I only got 44% battery, so this ain't going to be too long. I'm not going to worry about the hat. Where's my other phone? I want to see what was going on this morning. How y'all doing this morning? I was looking at the Webellion. Y'all see the Webellion? The states are standing up. They're standing up there. Nah, man, you can't mandate. You're not supposed to do that. That's not how this works. And even the Democrat, I'm surprised. Even some blue states saying, nah, yeah, that's too strong. What they're saying, the Democrat, they're not fighting it. The red state's like, no, we ain't doing that. You can say whatever you want on that damn microphone. That's for you and your own little supremacy. We ain't doing that. No, we are not destroying our economy again for your ignorance because we know that you get paid by these big corporations in China and the rest of those lobbies. No. And don't get me wrong. It's not it's not a pro-Republican thing. I'm not a Republican. I just sit back and I watch the play. And the play just flip-flops, Either the Republicans, sometimes Republicans wear the dildo. They switch, they take turns. I don't think they wash it off neither. Sometimes the Democrats got it, the other time the Republicans got it. Me, I'm just guard my booty hole because you ain't supposed to be messing with that. But the red states are standing up, and some of the blue states too. Like, yeah, all right, Tricky Joe. I don't even know where you got that from, but we ain't doing that. No, we're not destroying employment again. Because you didn't have it, some sort of a flip, and you think that you're in the future or the past where you can actually get rid of jobs and everybody's going to be okay. Nah, that's okay. Where's my other phone at? Anyway, good morning. How y'all doing this morning? The Webellion, stand up and fight, or stand up and walk away, or something. Hold on, there it is, right here. Here you go, right here. I was going to show y'all the map. If I can pull up the map. So all across the center of the United States is where you need to be. You need to be in one of them states and saying, nah, we ain't on the Webellion. I'm trying to secede personally. I think we need to secede. I'm tired of this. I'm done. I don't think any of the states will secede anytime soon, but I can hope and pray. All right, and y'all keep your prayers and your well wishes for people that's living in states where the politicians are now the personal physicians. They're going to need a whole lot of prayer, and send them herbs too, send them love and care packages. Those people going to need some help. Now that new stuff, oh, yeah. See, you hear them? You hear them? That's the maraca. It's like a baby maraca. It doesn't sound like the big snake maracas. It sounds like a baby maraca. That's a bug. They're going to need a whole lot of help. Now that new study came out, was it Israel? Said, oh my God, they figured out, guess what? The new study, they actually figured out nature works again. They said natural immunity is better than the synthetic one. Oh yeah, no, we know this. People who read, we understand this, okay? But the other people like, oh, we thought we could win a war on nature. No, you can't. Those things have a very specific use. And the only way Big Pharma makes money is they take the specific use for the specific people who specifically need specific things to be specified so they don't die because they got other conditions, and just give it to everybody. That's crazy. Anyway, good morning, Maha. How you doing? Grand rising. Good morning. See the sunrise? Oh, it's a rising. Look right there, Maha. Look at that. Boom, it's rising. Look how pretty that is. That's pretty. Oh, I love it. Good morning, Mark Johnson. How you doing this morning, brother? Howdy, Gerard. Howdy there, Deborah. Sounded like one of my favorite prophets by the name of Woody. Woody is a prophet. Y'all listen. Somebody poisoned the water hole, Deborah. All right, don't drink from that water hole. Somebody peed in it. Don't do that. It's stupid. Somebody didn't poison the Ovaltine hole. Okay, them things used to work a long time ago, back with George Washington, before they became a big industry. There's something about big industry, right? when they first developed this thing that you can't say that starts with the V, and things worked. They knew what to do. What was it? Somebody help me out here. It was George Washington, and man, they probably knew it was doing it way before then. He probably stole something from somebody and got something from somebody, their grandmama, some shamans or something. That if you take a piece of the tissue from the person that got the disease, and you give a small piece of the tissue to the person that doesn't, it develops a stronger response naturally. All right, some things used to work, but when you go from starving, poor industry business and you make a massive megalopolis of an industry, which is a word I just made up because I get to do that. It's my world. You just a squirrel trying to get some nuts. I'm telling you, and it's your world too. It's your world. Everybody else, I'm just a squirrel trying to get some nuts too. It's your world. You make up the words in your world. But anytime you make it a big industry, see, I got a fly landing on my head right there. Y'all see him fly away, but you didn't feel the abuse of the back of my head of that damn fly landing on. That's why I should have brought my hat. And it's good. I still got feelings in my head. It's not like I'd give a speech and have a fly land on the middle of my forehead and just sit there and keep giving a speech. All right. Some of us. All right, that's wrong. Let me stop. Anyway, good morning, everybody. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Good morning, Stephen Jones. How you doing, brother? Rattlesnake says, dance. Gerard says, I'm dancing. Listen, I listen to nature, Deborah. I do not defy nature. You see a rattlesnake, you better dance. You better learn how to moringa, shake it, drop a few, do the hot potato and twist or something, jump. If you don't dance when that rattlesnake comes, you gonna pay the price. Shoot, when I met that rattlesnake at the hotel, who's that, Deborah? I don't know what I did. I think I did like a Michael Jackson break dance, Morris Day, Here Come the Bird, hallelujah. I did a whole bunch of whoa, 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 and I made it. Better listen to that. Nature make you dance. Nature make you dance or you gonna die. That's what it gets. Trust nature, people. Trust nature. More studies are coming out every day. Nature still works. Nature is still nature. It still actually works better than anybody in the laboratory. Like, oh my God, I love it. I think it was Jerusalem. I don't know. Israel. I was watching Ron Paul. I only loosely listen to this stuff anymore. It's like, yeah, new study shows natural immunity works better. Yeah, well, it's been here for a couple billion years. It just might. I don't know. Bill Gates, how long he been here? Well, it's me, damn guy look like he about 582, but it's still nowhere close to billions. All right, billions still work better. Good morning, Erica. How you doing? What you planned this morning, Erica? And where are my pumpkin recipes, man? Whoa, man. Where are my pumpkin recipes? Grand Rising. I ain't got no pumpkins, Erica, so don't rush it. It's going to be a minute. I was just putting a door on the cop house yesterday. Ooh, it's getting hot today. It was cold last night. Good morning, TJ Glenn. How you doing? Another off-grid living sister. Good morning, Diane. How are you doing? How's the family doing? How grandmama doing? You keeping big government away from grandma? You keep keeping big government away from grandma. They just big government, damn it. They're not personal physicians nor healers. They just play them on television because dumb people still watching them. That's Good morning, Darlene. And that includes people who used to do some doctoring, but they ain't been done nothing but politicianing for the last 20 years. Nope, I don't trust you. I'd get under that man with the FOULCHI, and that scalpel get to shaking. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to cut. Where is it? The heart, the liver, the lung? I'm gonna replace this and fix it. No, man, you need to just keep politicking. Just you stay down there in Washington. You don't need to be in the ER. You don't need to know that we're good. I want somebody who's highly skilled and practiced. All right. Good morning, Christine. How you doing? Becoming a snake whisperer. No, Christine, I'm a snake runner. There's a difference. Snakes, I'm a plant whisperer. We whisper and they whisper things back in my ear. I love you. And I love you too, Gerard. I'm making you some basil. I'm making you some tomatoes. I ain't whispering no damn rattle. Nah, we are not that intimate. No, my level, Christine, with rattlesnakes is make a bunch of noise, dance, yell, scream, run the backhoe, shake the ground, and if they get too close, shoot. That's my rattlesnake level. Like, listen, I train you. Scare them away. I know. I mean, and don't get me wrong, because I know somebody can say, but I thought you said you were going down to your neighbor's house to get the rattlesnake. Yes, I am, because the man is 80-some years old. If that man was 29, I'd be, you get your own damn snake. Leave me alone. You got to take care of your elders. They paved the way. They paved the way for us. So yeah, I look out for them. I go down there and catch a snake, but I'm not going to do it if somebody's in their 20s or 30s. No, your reflexes is far faster than mine, man. You get in that bush and get that snake out of your bush. If you get in trouble, let me know. I'll call the police or the fire department, something. They ain't coming out here. Which is why I love it out here. All right, I throw you in the back of the truck. We'll get you to the hospital. But now don't put me in the whisper. I ain't whispering nothing to them. I yell and scream from a distance at snakes. Agreed, me too. I went homeschool with no wax. Yeah, in my next life, TJ Glenn, all my kids are gonna be homeschooled. I'm not, because when you homeschool them, they develop functions that the rest of us don't have. And with the first young girl I met who was homeschooled, I guess she was about 14 or something. I didn't want to talk to her. Damn it, TJ Glenn. I didn't want to speak to her at all. She was moving too fast. Her brain was connecting dots and processing stuff. I felt like she was looking through my brain and realizing what dumb thing I was going to say because I came from the clone army in the public school before I said it. I was like, y'all need to get this woman out of y'all need to go. All right, where your parents at? Because their brains work faster and they got different functions. And it sounds bad and racist, and maybe it is. It's just, we need to end the clone wars, all right? We need a whole bunch of different kids all raised in a whole bunch of different methods by a whole bunch of different people. So they all become all individuals, critical thinking with all the functions and none of the handicaps that public education and the Department of Education gives us, all right? We don't need any more clone wars. We need to stop being the state's whores. All right, I'm sorry. That was who was that? That the bug didn't like it. He's like, he didn't like that. He's like, you don't be singing around here. I'm gonna sound like a rattlesnake for you. Who's the lady who used to dance in the in the high heels? She get them high heels on. She on the stage like, something, Putty Bush, something city. Hey, what's the name of that? Tina. See, if I was homeschooled, I'd have known her name 30 seconds ago. Tina. I don't even know her last name. Tina something. What's Tina? Is anybody here homeschooled? What is Tina's last name? Flatbush City Limits, something like that. Flatbush City Bush Limits, something like that. Dancing in it. Ooh, goodness, was that woman fine. Ooh, that woman's still fine. Is she alive? I don't want to say she's still fine. Is she? I think she's still alive. I'm pretty sure she is. I don't know, because all our celebrities are just dying. They've been dropping like flies the last 10 years. Like everybody did, from Luther Vandross to everybody. Everybody and their grandmama, Prince and Michael Jackson. Everybody just dying. So Tina probably, if she alive, I know she's still fine as hell. She could be 107. Tina, with them legs and the way she get out there, and if you can get in some heels and do that on the stage and flip around and do all this stuff in your 80s, damn it, oh hell, I know. Oh, I know it's tight. All right, stop right there. Get me in more trouble. Don't ever sit down. I got too many nurse friends that'll tell you. We know when people are gonna die, when they finally sit on their butt. When you finally sit on your butt, you're gonna die. All right. We know. It's obvious. That's when people give up on life. You give up on life when you get a career and a butt job. No, it's not a desk job. It's a butt job. I gave up on life when I was like 20 or 21. I gave up on life. I got a butt job. Started spreading them butt cheeks. I know I was eating bagels, and that was helping too. Eating donuts in the morning. People bring in the breakfast biscuits and stuff. Oh, that butt spread was just get to going. I couldn't figure out, why am I gaining weight? Because you got a butt job. That's why you got a job designed to spread your butt. And that's a comorbidity. If you really think about it, because if obesity is a comorbidity and all of our jobs are basically butt spread jobs, then having a job is a comorbidity. All right, I'm just gonna let you know, you're gonna die of a common cold and some bacteria if you got a butt spread job. You need to get a job where you got to do something, move around. Ain't that right, Amy? Got to move around, got to do something. You got that butt need air. It needs air. Does not need a cushion. All right, I'm just telling you, it's a good idea. Hey, Mary Miller, good morning. How you doing this morning, sister? They're just showing us their wish to be governed. Yeah, well, Mark Johnson, that's what we're finding out. A lot more people got that slave mind than we thought. It's like, okay, y'all can stop fighting slavery now. Okay. Yeah, I believed y'all for many years in my life. I don't believe it now. I can look at the state map. Where is the state? Let me find the state map. Because you got a state map of governors that are too scared of their citizens, and they've decided, you know what, we need to say something quickly. Because I know the people in Oklahoma, Tessie, Florida, something, and they ain't going for it. They ain't gonna go for it. The sister here, I forgot what state she lives. She lives in such a special state. Hold on, I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it. But there's a Webellion. They're standing up. Like the governor's like, no, I want to be here next term. I can. This phone is probably jacking with that phone. Look at that. Turn that one on, and this one flips out. I don't even know what just happened. But anyway, them governors, they understand. Like, no, they're gonna get rid of us if we get on board with this mentally ill man. We need to just go ahead and you know what? I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna make a strong. You can leave the broadcast right now, and I'd be happy, and I'm fine with that. You can unfriend me now because I was thinking about somebody posted something. And I was thinking about all the kids who aren't having any fun. They can't go to concerts. They can't go here, do this, go on vacations. And you can unfriend me now if you want to continue this. All right. Because you didn't have fun. We didn't have fun, didn't we? We went to quarries. We jumped in them. Some of my friends died. Okay. We did the swings over the lakes and the rivers. We went on trips. We went to concerts. We done did a whole bunch of crazy dumb stuff. And if you believe that you want to destroy a third year of these children's lives, you can unfriend me now. You can go to hell. I love you, but you can go to hell. To be honest with you, I'm done with it. These kids need to go have fun. You're stealing their life from them. They will never be children again. They will never have a chance to have that much fun. All right. And even in the top risk category, it's 99.9% survival. Shame on you for continuing with your bullshizzle. Okay. Shame on you and everybody following you. You can be intelligent as if you want. If you follow ignorant people, you don't look intelligent to us. All right. So if you're on board with the let's continue destroying the children's youth and you had a good youth, you can unfriend me now. I got people waiting. I told you, I'm fine with that. I got no issue. It's a whole bunch of people waiting to join to take your spot. Okay, you can give it up. I don't like people that hurt children. I don't like people that abuse children at all, and I don't like people that line up with them. I love them, and Martin Luther King said that. It's a good thing that Jesus told us you got to love people. You ain't got to like them. All right, I love a lot of people. It's a whole bunch of y'all I don't like. And I'm gonna get a little more forceful with it. I'm gonna tell you, you're not gonna like things that I post. Oh, look at this. Look at this. This is good. Who said this? Leo Tolstoy. Leo Tolstoy. He probably wrote a whole bunch of good books. Hang on, stop sending me stuff, people. The sole meaning of life is to serve humanity. That's it. That's it. Done. Goodbye. Y'all have a great day. The sole meaning of life is to serve humanity. To not serve yourself, to not serve the adults, to not serve your ignorant diet and lifestyle that allows you to be so sickly and so immunocompromised that you can't fight off the common cold. All right. The sole purpose is you being here is not being ignorant, not self-serving yourself, but serving humanity. All right. By loving yourself and loving everybody else. That's what we're supposed to be going. Oh Lord, somebody put, what is this? Oh yeah. This is my governor. This is my master. I'm gonna show. Can I show y'all what my master said? I'm gonna show you my master because I had to run from Master Wolf. Master Wolf is the Pennsylvania governor, which is hilarious to me because you know where I get that from? I get it from my son. Listen, them boys is publicly educated, but them boys is on it. All right, them boys is on it like popcorn. All right, them boys. They call him Master Wolf. Oh my God. I didn't destroy them boys. They ain't never gonna be y'all slaves. I hate to tell you, you can do anything you want to me. Them boys ain't never gonna slave for y'all. Mm-mm. I'm gonna tell my kids to pick some cotton. They're gonna tell you where you can put that cotton. No, I didn't raise men. I didn't raise children. But look what my master said. Can y'all see it? He said Biden's V word that you're not allowed to say on social media because we're children. Biden's V word mandate is an assault on private businesses. I issued an executive order protecting Texans' right to choose whether they get the C word that you can't say on social media because we're children, the C word and the V word that you can't say on social media because we're children, and added it to the special sessions agenda. Texas is working hard to halt this power grab. Boom! So you can take that supremacy and stick it up your butt. Okay? Twice. Yes, Master Abbott. Get him. Get him, Master Abbott. We's with you. We's with you. All right, it's still slavery, but at least we got a master that's saying the right thing. Not a matter. We're gonna get some more shackles, and we're gonna do. Because I mean, you think about it. If they, what gets to determine what drugs and medicine you put in your body? A slave master. Period. End of story. Or the livestock, the farmer. But yeah, not me. Nah, I ain't with it. I'm not with it at all. I told y'all. I'm for the Webellion. We can stand up, and we can do the we things at the human race and all get together and say, we decided that the humans are sovereign. We gonna have a Webellion. I'm all on that. I'm fine with the rebellion. I'm fine with all of it. Y'all ain't getting me. You ain't never gonna get me. That's the problem. I'm not a slave. I ain't your slave. I'll never be your slave. Ever. All right, you can kill me, and I'm fine with that too. I'm a giggle and tickle and laugh the whole damn way. Shoot, I had to run down 200s the other day. They're running around on my property, with their pop guns. Like, oh, brother, oh, whoa, where you going? Where you going? Oh my God, Gerard, you ran two hillbilly hunters, and where you scared? What am I be scared about? What am I? Somebody tell me what I'm supposed to be scared about. What's supposed to scare me about people? They're just people. Y'all, we got to stop being scared of our cousins, y'all. Stop. Cut that mess out. This is stupid. I said, brothers, what y'all up to then? We're out here doing some hunting. Oh, yeah. Well, this is my land, right? Okay. Well, I know I said it's my land when I got to tell somebody something. All right, shut up. It's everybody's land other times. No, it's everybody's land. No, I take care of everybody. Well, who gets to be here? There's a determination on that one. But as far as, what I grow here, I'm gonna do my damnedest to give most of it away if I'm able to do that. But they was here and they're not here. They're not planting nothing. I didn't see no seeds in their bags. I didn't see tomatoes and peppers and beans and things that the humans eat. Told people not 30 miles from here, and they weren't here planting. They were here to take some deer. And I said, well, that land don't belong to you. And they said, yeah, okay. Well, we talk to somebody else and we're going to hunt on his land. I said, okay, his land is over there. And then I said, oh, well, sorry, sir, whatever. And I said, okay, all right. That's all I actually wanted to hear. That's it. And what I said next will probably surprise you, but, I'm fine with that. And I did it just to set the stage. Sorry, droplets. I have to share my microbiology with the microbiology here. Otherwise, it's a relationship. We're all working together. There's a great study on how plants create certain compounds for the humans that are around them based on the fecal matter that actually ends up in the ground in the conditions that the mammals have. But that's a little too deep for some of y'all. Some of y'all just heard spit. And it was just spit. But there is some science happening here that we're too ignorant to really understand. But it was two brothers, man. They're two brothers. Not my skin color brother. They didn't have my fur. They had a lot of fur than I did. Tattoos all over, up, down the neck and everything. Big, got just the big old biceps, big as my leg. These big brothers, big burly beef eating, just it looked like it could have been maybe in a ZZ Top video, possibly, in backstage in the back somewhere, with a banjo. All right, I'm sorry. I'll clean it up. That's both of them armed to a T. I'm armed to a T too. So, hey, like I said, this goes down for everybody. Don't start none, won't be none, But they were very respectful. They were like, all right, well, sir, we didn't know. Okay, you didn't know, Billy? I did not call him Billy. Hell, no, I ain't gonna call him no damn Billy. He probably had a buck knife or something. He probably had cooked me. I said, all right, well, listen, what y'all hunting for? And he said, deer. I said, oh, okay. I said, well, I'll tell you what a deer are. They're not exactly where I'm at. I hear them. I hear them every now and then. My friends online know that I heard them because they make that sound. And he said, "Yeah, we know that sound." Okay, yeah, I know that sound too. It's not a chupacabra. They said, "Yes, we know, black man." I said, "Thank you." Because at first I didn't know. Listen, y'all saw that. If you saw the video, I was in them hills right there. Where the hills at? Right behind my camp, right there. Okay, I was walking up there before Jonathan got here. I was gonna go. I was not gonna go in the caves. I was gonna try to get close to the caves. And I was getting close to the cave, and the sun was going down, and that deer. I don't know. I guess he was getting horny or something. He was just, I don't know, rubbed against a bush or something. Something got the tinkling and moisture and made that rutting sound. I guess that's rut. Is that called rutting? And I said, yes, I don't need to go to the caves today. All right, but I turned right around. And I walked my butt right back to camp. Now, what the hell that is? Because deer, it's almost like a growl. Anyway, so it's not a chupacabra, it's a deer. It's a horny deer too. So, and that might just be as dangerous as a hungry deer. I have no idea. Listen, you don't want to, get, deer are strong. You don't want the deer to be too hornified. He got horns, man. Okay. Listen, ain't nothing worse else than getting deer raped and then horned, or horned then deer raped at the same time or something. I have not seen deers raping each other or having sex. I'm pretty sure that one jumped and then mount the other side of the other one. And if one keep moving, because you know how that tiger, when they do that, they're like, they bite down on the neck just to stop moving. Damn it. I'm trying to, can you see I'm working back here, woman? And maybe the deer do the same thing. You trying to squirm and move away or something, and he stick those horns in you so you stop moving, and then you get stuck with another horn. No, no, no. Anyway, yes, everything is very scary when it comes to that. It's the unknown that scares men mostly. Especially if deer are anywhere near horses, okay? Or elephants, okay? Or rhinoceroses, or hippos. All right, there we go. So there you go, man fear. Off of man fear. So no, and so the brother's like, yeah, well, the deer, they're not where I'm at. My camp is right there, and I have not seen any deer out here at all. I said, it's probably my feet, brothers. They smell my feet, so they're not in the valley, but on the other side of the hill. That's my property over there too, but go on and get them, because I hear them most mornings. I hear them out there horny. I'm not trying to get raped, so y'all get on there and get you some deer, and they're appreciative. Like, you know what the funny thing is? If you let your prejudice get in the way, every interaction you have with people is going to be negative. I would say that 99.9% of the interactions I have with people are all positive. And it's not because I'm smart or wise or nothing like that. It's because I treat people like they're people. Sure, I could have started acting ignorant because, it's my property, or, they look like rednecks or something, or, you're the police, you have a badge on. Yeah, I could let that ignorance rule my life and my interactions with people. But I'll never do that. I'll never do that. Most people are good people. Most people are just like you. They put their pants on one leg at a time. They swat flies, damn it. They drink coffee. And they just want to live and let live and be left the hell alone. So we ended up in an interesting conversation. I told them where I was from, what I'm doing. And they were surprised. They're like, you came here all the way in Pennsylvania? Yes, there was no, like on the end, there was no IA on the end of Pennsylvania. I said, yes, and people's crazy up there. I said, that plantation got out of hand. I didn't figure that Master Wolfden, he losing his mind in his old age. Master Abbott, he's a little more like-minded. He's a master that kind of, he's a little nicer to his slaves and stuff. So I figured I'd come on down here. And they're just surprised, like they ain't never seen nobody with no bald head move off grid and build his own little homestead and stuff. But anyway, hey, look, dude, man. I see, this is what I'm saying, that these flies, they're so smart. They're smart. And my kids seen it too, which is why I know I'm not crazy, because they wait till you're doing something. See, leave me alone when I run my mouth. When I was reaching for my coffee, I was about to grab the coffee, and then he gonna try to land and get in my ear because he knows I'm about to do something important. These things are evolved. It's going to be a quick thing because actually it's warming up and I got work to do. So I'm going to do comments and I'm going to run. But it's good to see. So Webellion, people are standing up and that's what you need to. You know, the other thing I liked, I on accident watched a 5 minutes of a Fox News report. Total accident. I'd never do that on purpose. That's just as dumb as watching CNN or MSNBC or MSN or any other colonizer, for-profit advertiser, lying news platforms. I hadn't seen 5 minutes of it. And the only reason it was 5 minutes would have been 5 seconds because I was clicking through. Was the journalist, and I don't even know his name because I don't know any of you little liar journalists. They're not liars, they're actors, which they're just acting. It's not really lying, it's acting for advertisers. He said, well, we're all vaccinated. Damn it, I said the word. I wasn't supposed to say it. We're all machinations. And we all done got the Ovaltine. We got our free donuts and comorbidity products for free afterwards. But we stand up for the right of those who don't. What? And whoa, hang on, wait a minute. Whoa, the ignorant stop. Let me see what he's got to say. He says, yeah, you can't mandate these things because if you start there, where's it going to go? Right. And it just blows my mind that every now and then on rare occasion, when the moon is right and the coconuts and the quasars and things are lined up, somebody on the news will actually say something that's correct, which is it's not going to stop there. You know, it has nothing to do with the common cold. That's really a cardiovascular disease issue that they've drummed up to be something else because something made a jump in gain and function that also exploits what those things do most damage with clotting in the heart and lungs. And again, that's cardiologists, not me, and not ignorant politicians pretending to be personal physicians. It's not going to stop there. You give these people the ability to do anything they want in your body, for-profit corporations, and that's going to end in a world war. That might be the end in the extinction of the human race. So I was actually impressed. All right, let me do comments and I'm gonna run. I like to come on and say good morning and keep running. I'm putting the door up in the Cobb house and I don't want the wind to blow it down before I get the Cobb high enough. Yeah, so anyway, Mark Johnson. Yeah, most people love slavery. They pretend that they don't because it sounds good and it's a good virtue signal. But most people want to be enslaved and run up the butt by deer and the massa governors. And I voted for him, so it's his right to abuse me. It's his choice. It's my body, his choice. It's just funny how stuff gets flipped and reversed. But when people are scared, that's when they'll show you who they really are. I homeschooled. This is my second year. That is awesome, Erica. That is awesome. Now, are your children homeschooling you, or are you homeschooling your children? Which one? Because you said I homeschool. You just didn't clarify. Anyway, red states are fighting nicely to manage. They are, Christine, but don't trust them. You know, I hadn't been here. I didn't grew up here. I don't trust none of them. They serve money as much as the blue states. It's just right now the money is on them being reelected. And they're only going to be reelected if they pretend that they like Constitution, freedom, democracy, liberty, and all that stuff. So they got to pretend well. They're just like the Democrats. They pretend on the other side. We don't like slavery. We don't like plantations. We don't like the police brutality. You know, but if you go back and do just a little bit of history, you realize that they voted for all the police state. They actually created most of the police state laws. But, you know, so it's the impressions of it. But don't ever get lost in it. You know, it's just money, right? But big pharma can lobby the red states as easy as they can lobby the blue states until people are significantly upset. And right now, people are significantly upset, and there's like a little Webellion thing going on, and they realize that yeah, we're not going to win the next one if we're not careful. I mean, I feel like Chris Lewis spitting on the video. Chris has been in sync with nature a minute. He always does that. Pastor Lewis, what I call him. But yeah, you know, so some of the states are standing up, and it's a good thing. You know, but it's like California. I forgot their master name. What's the master? What's the California master name? His name is Master. The dumb one, the one that runs around like, you do this, but I'm going to do this. And then he gets caught on film doing it. For public safety, I need y'all to do this. And then he goes and does something different. It's like clockwork. How many times you got caught going to a party, dancing, singing, running with hookers, and just whatever else? I forgot his name. Recall, Gabbett. No, Newsom. There you go. There you go. Recall. See, that's what you got to do with a public educated brain, because we got to like stimulate this neuron and that dendrite connection with links up to this one to help us to remember something. Kids that was homeschooled, they like boom right out there. They already knew. You mean Newsom, Gavin Newsom. They don't have the clone war issues we got in our brains. But the recall, it's a Democrat state. California Democrat from the top to the bottom to the bottom to the top. It's blue and true and has goo all the way through. But they about to recall that joker. And they about to put in a brother. What's the brother name? Eldrith or Eldred something. He got an old name, like one of them old names that somebody should only get if they're like 200 years old. Eller or Eldrith or Elward or something like that. And he's going to rip out all them mandates because that's what people want. That's why it's a Webellion, which is a great thing. This might actually be the end of the political parties. My God, I hope so. I hope so. I want to get my friends back. I want to get the ignorant, the infected tissue out of their brain from the lying politicians on all sides. Hopefully it's the end. Hopefully this is a true Webellion. Ooh, Mary Miller, don't you tempt and titillate me with the George Carlin. George Carlin is the man. Prophet before his time. Everything that's happening right now, he predicted. Everything. Everything. He did the skit, told you, take the child as soon as the baby born. And the doctor smack, pack it. Take that baby, throw him in some doo-doo. Then immediately take that baby to the farm. And get that. Look, baby, this is your ecosystem, okay? And rub and smear some doo-doo on him and rub him around in the dirt and the mud and get the vegetables and the berries that ain't been washed yet and shove them in his mouth. Baby, this is your ecosystem. If you stay in tune with this, you're going to be very, very healthy. In the future, somebody who is really dumb and ignorant is going to say something stupid like, this is a pandemic of the which really translate, oh, this is the thing that gets healthy people sick. That's not how healthy works, Joe. Jiving, Bo. You've been jiving too long. You say something stupid like that. This is a sickness of healthy people. Like, no, Joe, that's not how it works, brother. Listen, I'm finally healthy. I listen to my hippie friends. It's been 15 years since I've had a cold or flu, common cold, headache, or any of that. Healthy people don't get sick, all right? Our bodies get introduced to things, and our bodies beat the hell out of them because we got broad spectrum immunity from a lot of different things. Because when we was born, our mama didn't wash her hands or the doctor didn't. He went and took a crap or something, came in, didn't sterilize, or we born on a farm, just plopped out like Jesus on a pile of hay and some poo, and we're actually in tune with our natural immunity. Which is a serious thing, right? It's weird that we live in such a time with so many ignorant people that listen to these ignorant, stupid people say dumb things, right? When you meet a healthy person, you don't shove your drugs in their body to make them sick like you. You say, oh, what the hell do you do? Like, how do you do that? Huh? How in the world do you on occasion eat Twinkies and cupcakes and the things that we eat, but somehow you don't get sick from the environment? How does your body work? And if it's a wise, healthy person, they tell you, I have no damn idea. I don't. Stuff grow out the ground, I put it in my mouth. I wash it if I can wash it. If not, I rub that apple on my shirt and put it in my mouth. I don't worry too much about sterile. I don't never buy no antibacterial anything. The medicine cabinet, I don't have one. I haven't had a medicine cabinet in almost 20 years, 15 to 20 years. Threw that away. It was a ritual with the kids where we threw all the drugs away. All of them. Cold, flu, Advil, Tylenol, all of that crap. Threw all that crap out. Because that's what it is. It's crap. All right. It's not that they don't serve a purpose. The purpose shouldn't be daily and regular in your lives. We lost it when every damn house in this country was made with a drug dealer's wet dream. A synthetic drug cabinet where you will keep dangerous synthetic drugs that are harmful and poisonous to your body close to you at arm's reach, right? There's no such thing as side effects, right? That is your body responding to poison, all right? Prevention, eat healthy, live healthy, treat it naturally. And if it goes too far, that's when Rockefeller Medicine might come in and offer some assistance. Now, I'm not anti to them, but like I said, is these are all tools in the toolbox. When you got something to hammer, you got something that you got a nail, you get the hammer. When you got a screw, you get the drill or the screwdriver. All right. We need to lock something down, you get the vice. But you don't go to Rockefeller Medicine and synthetic drug dealers for every damn thing. That's no different than a crackhead. Why? Because that's the crackhead solution. Oh, I got to screw something in. Let me get the hammer, Rockefeller Medicine. Oh, I got to lock something down with a vice. Let me get the hammer, Rockefeller Medicine. Just don't be a crackhead. All right, that might be this message. Join the Webellion, stop being a crackhead. But I love George Carlin, man. He's off the hook. You know what? Today, we going to chase the rattlesnakes away with George Carlin. That's what we're going to do. Because I always got my speaker going, and it's going to be Rattlesnake Day. We're going to chat. That's what we're going to play. George Carlin, so they're all familiar with George Carlin. Like, yeah, brother, we didn't heard George Carlin a long time. We know he spoke the truth. All right, England eliminated the wax ports. What are the wax ports? Oh, you just put in a different, it's supposed to be a V. Okay. Now, U.S. and Canada needs to get their biz together and do the same. It's only going to happen in the United States, TJ Glenn, until people turn the TV off. But unfortunately, people love that TV. Ooh, here come the helicopter. It's red, too. What red helicopters mean in Texas, y'all? That's probably the news. I probably had to wave at them. Hey, people, which is weird, too. No, that's not a helicopter. That sounds like an airplane. That's an airplane. A red airplane? I ain't never seen him. When I first came out, here was a red helicopter kept flying over me, like directly over me. And they ain't got no business being out here. Ain't nothing out here. I thought they was watching me. Like, oh, he's going to die. They probably pressed a few buttons. Where's he from? Because, all your information is out there. None of it is private. It's all public. Like, oh, it's a guy from Pennsylvania. He's in the middle of the desert. Oh, he's going to die. What? Send that helicopter over there every day so he doesn't die. We're running out of people to rescue, and he'll probably start dying soon. But anyway, I forgot what I was saying. The Americans need to turn off the damn television, and then they can learn how to live in the desert, grow food, be healthy. They'll stop being abused by television that's completely owned by the pharmaceutical industry, because all the commercials are all pharmaceutical, and all of those networks get the majority of their budget and pay for their staff and getting their retirement from the drug dealers. So, of course, they're not going to say anything that offends them. But that's it anyway, TJ Glenn. That's when people here get their act together, when they stop with that TV and they start to educate themselves. All right. While we're still together, I beg my ex to let at least one of them homeschool. After a retiring teacher strongly recommended it. Off the record. Well, it's on the record now. They said off the record. I was about to say, Deborah, you public girl. I don't know if you know this, but we're here. We're with you. All right. For that children, but my ex was against it, so there was not much I could do at that point. Well, Deborah, and I don't know. I guess I have to chalk that's the problem with getting married and having children with other people, Deborah. I've been a proponent a long time. Just have your babies by yourself. If you can. I'm not sure it might be legal in most states, but when it's hard. Good Lord, that's going to take us from marriage to relationships. And I don't know how to say that quickly. One, it was our generation that got married too quickly. Don't get married quick. Nobody should get married to over the age of 30. You have no damn idea who you are, who you want to be with, where you're going, or how stupid decisions you want to make till you're over 30. That's number one. Don't get married till you're over 30. You can do everything that you want. You do what you need to do, but don't take that doing what you need to do thing for, we need to get married now. Don't do that. And then hopefully you'll end up with someone who thinks the way that you do, or at least capable of critical thought. I feel like we've had this discussion before. But then people change, their minds change. What do you do when people's minds change? Well, it's too late after you have kids, right? You have to figure out how to get along and, not abuse their sovereignty too, right? Because even the ignorant are sovereigns. Oh, goodness gracious. I almost knocked my coffee over. Shoot. See, this is why flies are the most dangerous and expensive things out here. I hate flies. I do. Um, I mean, you don't want to abuse their sovereignty, right? I mean, they apply DNA to make that child like you did, and most of us have lived in situations like that, right? And I think the only thing you can really do, Deborah, probably is what you did, which is, and it sucks, it does, but you try your best, and then you have to let people realize and find out in time how ignorant they were. And sometimes it does mean that a child is not going to get the education that they need. Sometimes it means a child is going to get hurt. Sometimes it means a child might die. But keep in mind that we don't ever die. We're all here having an experience, you know. And I'm pretty convinced that you just keep getting reincarnated and coming back here. And it sucks that child got the reset button hit on them because one of their parents was ignorant and gave their DNA up to experimentation for something that's 99.99% survivable by the highest risk group and pretty much doesn't bother children at all. But that it digs into a space, Deborah, that we don't understand, and we have to try not to understand because we're not going to understand it, how all this works together. Things all work out in time. And sometimes you got to let people learn their lessons. The truth always comes out. That's why I was telling somebody I love the other day who believes in this, right? They believe in it. They believe that this is real and true and that the billionaires are here to save us. You can only say what you can say, but you just explain to them, but the truth comes out in time. All you can do is recommend people to educate themselves, whether that be homeschooling or whether or not the kings and lords are rushing on horses like heroes to save grandma. And then just pay attention to what's not being produced. Why was the state attacking homeschooling for the longest time? Because it works. You create critical thinking children who are not indoctrinated to be good Americans, to be good Britons, to be good Chinese, to be good Taliban, to be good, because it's all the same thing. And so, the states here initially fought it. It was illegal to homeschool for a little while. But a Webellion happened. That's another Webellion where people said, no, F you. We're gonna homeschool our. I love this thing. I spent a whole lot of time having it, and I'm not gonna let you destroy it. I'm gonna give it the smartest education. I want it to be critically thinking and think for itself. I want it to be free, and I don't want it in a thing that you call a school that mimics the modern prison system. Children hate school for a reason, because school is hateable. Right. And that's not about the teachers. Here, it's about the Department of Education. Right. There are teachers who love their job and children who love going to their class. There are some teachers I love going to class, Deborah, and I still remember their names. Miss Hebert. Love me some Miss Hebert. You know why? Because she was a crazy biology teacher who would take us down to the swamp every time she could to go catch some frogs, snakes, bacteria, get juice in our butts and anuses, and build our immune systems. And then ask us if we washed our hands before lunch, and we all lie and say, yes, Miss Hebert. And then we started to eat our peanut butter and jelly with swamp fingers. Madame Glida, love her to death. Hated school. Hated everything about it. Hated the doors. I hated the concrete in the front. I hated how it looked. I hated the announcements. I hated the TVs that roll in with the tube thing that the kids don't probably know what I'm talking about. Everybody had that big 3-rack thing that got the TVs on it. Madame Glide, loved going to her class. Why? Because I would walk through her door and she would only speak French. And I loved it. Loved it. And she was this cute little redhead too. I loved it. Why? Because I went in her class and it didn't feel like slavery. She loved what she did. She loved what she did. Right. Back then, the Department of Education wasn't too powerful. It still attracted people who loved educating. They were educators and they loved children, and they were allowed to create their own curriculums. to have field trips, to take kids outside, to have the freedoms to teach. They weren't beholden to principals. They didn't have principals who did the job of teachers, and they didn't have the principals, they principled. They didn't have boards that did their job, right? And then the boards did their job. They didn't have a Department of Education that did, well, you don't get no money unless you do this our way. They were less enslaved, and so they attracted good teachers. Now all that's gone, right? You got some good teachers hanging on, but I think they're hanging on in the hopes that they'll go back to actually being allowed to be professional teachers instead of indoctrinated clone slaves that are basically watched and micromanaged. I remember the good teachers, right? The good and the fine ones. Don't get me wrong. I'm still a man, so Miss Bryant. That I know she's still, but she probably like Tina Turner. That's her name. She probably still finds it. I don't even remember what Miss Bryant taught. I don't even care. I think it was sociology or history, something. I don't even know. That woman was. I think she was Native American. Oh Lord Jesus. Anyway, I'm a man. I'm a boy. I was a boy. Loved going to her class. But hated school. Hated the bushes out front. I hated the playground. I hated the asphalt under the swings. Who puts asphalt under swings? How stupid are you as a playground maker if you got asphalt under the swings? But then they learned, they got rid of that, and that was dirt. But then the basketball courts where I like to play was still asphalt. Those things fall, they hurt when you fall on. Hated school. But I remember the good teachers. Mr. Pidcock, he taught shop. Fascinating. He loved his job. He actually was a carpenter. So we loved his class. Like, kids pick up on the passion of teachers. And we also pick up on they're just there because there's a paycheck. Right. And when it becomes about being a clone and a paycheck and not you actually teaching kids critical thought and creating your own curriculum and making them love whatever your topics are, they leave. They retire because that's not teaching. Right. Anybody can teach nowadays because it's not even teaching, right? It's reading a book, being handed something, and then you're scored and you're graded on it by your principal in the Department of Education. That's not teaching. That's a form of slavery that mimics the prison system. But anyway, back to the point, Deborah, which is when you have kids, it is hard. It's hard, but to a degree, you got to err on the side of righteousness and you got to be a little more peaceful. And sometimes you got to let the other person have their way and they'll learn in time, and unfortunately the kids might be the side effect of that, and I'm going to stop there. I'm not saying any more about that. You do your best. You try to educate people. You try to help them help themselves by helping their children even more. But some people just aren't going to get it. So try not to abuse their sovereignty and try to let the truth as it comes out in time educate them. And it might be that your ex-husband down the road, Deborah, might become one of the biggest proponents of homeschools when they finally see it. And his story might be, she divorced me and left my rusty butt, my ignorant rusty butt. But I finally realized what she was talking about. And who knows? I mean, he might become a speaker for homeschooling. She tried to tell me, but I wasn't ready to listen. I don't know why I didn't understand. I believed in the state. I thought that they loved children. I thought that they were helping children the best possible way, so you never know. I think all you can do is you just got to love people. You got to love people and try not to abuse them. And plus, people, how we're designed anyway, we don't like to be told what to do anyway. You try to tell them what to do, all you're going to do is get the reverse action, especially in a patriarchal world, and you still probably have half of the husbands out there think they know more because they got a penis. That is literally not how that thing works. It's the exact opposite. Blood rushes to it, comes from your head, it goes to your feet and your penis, and you can't even think when you see that woman walking in them tight jeans and that clickety-clackety with them heels. You're actually stupider if you have a phallus, but, let's not go there. All right. Anyway, from MA, what is MA? That's Massachusetts Governor May. Is that Massa May? Call him by their right name. Massa May sending the National Guard to cover school bus driver straight, which is funny to me, Mary. It's not funny. It's scary, but it's funny. that so many people are walking away from their jobs. This is a Webellion. It is a Webellion, Mary. There's no question. And in another state, they sent in, what happened? The hospital had to stop having babies. And now y'all got to stop having babies because we don't have the nurses to have the babies no more. The nurse said, you mean to tell me I got to put an experiment in me because the personal physician politicians think so? Okay, bye, see you. And that's the problem with nurses. They make too much damn money. They can say bye. And they walked out. So the hospital said, no, y'all got to stop having babies. So they literally told people that exist to have sex to stop having babies. And I don't know what they did, Mary. I think they were just turning away babies, which is good. This is a Webellion. People are it seems that people are actually are coming true. Like they actually, maybe a lot of people are who they say they are. They're not just faking on the internet, that they're willing to walk away instead of, destroy their body because an ignorant leader says so. Good morning, G and everybody. Good morning, Heather. Good morning, Norma. Blessed morning. I just survived a Category 1 hurricane. Well, that's good to hear, Norma, and send it our way. We need some rain up here. I know I was crying, it's raining too much. Now I'm crying, need to rain a little bit more. It's been 4 days now with no rain, which is interesting though, because my soil is still moist and my pumpkins are doing great. However, I need the rain to continue. I'm fine with the wrinkle finger. My fingers aren't wrinkled no more because it stopped raining in the desert. Just more control of our children. That's all they want, Diane. They want to control us. They want to control our children. I got pumpkins. Yes, you do. Because you're not in the desert, TJ Glenn, and I don't think you're building your homestead. You already built your homestead a little while ago. This year for me was building. Everything I grew this year was for fun and sanity, and to start growing some things. But now I'm producing. I'm eating from the garden every day. Yesterday I was eating tomatoes. Today I got some basil to eat. I think I got another tomato that's ripe. There's some peppers in the front I got to eat. And some green onions I got to take care of. Anyway, TV priests. Yep, the TVs are, because they're all religion. See, all that's all television is. They're just we need to think about that. Because maybe the Branch Covidians are just a denomination within a greater TV religion. Somebody needs to make a meme for that. That actually makes some sense to me, Cedar. It's a TV religion. It's the TV cult, and they got a lot of different denominations from within. And some of them are around Ovaltines. Others are around milk, cow milk, which is a carcinogen. And you can debate whether it's because what we feed the cows now or whatever. I don't know, but it's a carcinogen. Please don't put a bowl of that with cereal and give it to your child. Right. There are a lot of cults that come from TV, no matter what flavor you want. It's just like any other big church. No matter what you believe, there is a religion on television that will reconfirm that because they sell you advertisers every time you tune in. So they tell you what you want to hear. And that's the dangerous about TV. The great thing about the social media, even though it's as bastardized and jacked up as it can be as well, because they're to a degree are beholden to these advertisers, they're not as beholden. And the TV is more the social media is more federated. You have a better chance of people on here telling you, you are effing out your mind, then nobody on television is going to tell you that. Television, you can tune into everything you want to hear just to reinforce and re-embrace your ignorance. But still on social media, you got people call you a fraud and a phony. And this is why I make the friends that I do. I usually make friends. Well, right now, I have a list of people trying to join. But the people I look for, like I've always said, is I look for people who can intelligently argue something that is opposed to my position, because I came about it by means of intelligent and critical thought as well. And to me, that's not somebody to avoid. That's somebody to make a friend with. Sit down, buy them a cup of coffee. We need to have a discussion because you're obviously intelligent, but somehow you came to a different decision than I did, which means that one of us is either missing data or we misinterpreted the data, but we need to have a discussion. And that's why I make friends with people who disagree with me. And I've always done that, and to pop my collar a little bit, to take the draw from my friends' intelligence and all their hard work. I got the best page on Facebook. I don't care what none of y'all say. I have the most diverseness of diverseness that's diverse, of intelligent people. And it's something about this page, it chases ignorant people away. I love it. Because y'all post things and you post it in such an intelligent way with facts and data and research and links that The ignorant just leave. They don't like to stick around. I got close friends I never put on my Facebook because I already know how they are. It's like, no, I believe what I want to believe because I want to believe and want to believe it, and I don't want to see anything that changes my belief. Well, okay, that's a religion. My page is not for religion. My page is for facts and data and intelligent thinkers. And dumb people don't say much around intelligent people because you'll see how dumb you are, and they'll make you look stupid publicly. Or not stupid, but they make you look ignorant publicly. You know. But anyway, that went way too far. TV priest, but that's the whole point, Sita, is that that's the power of more federated places to spend time, and social media is one of them. Television is not a federated place. You get one specific message and they tell you exactly what you want to hear to increase your ignorance because they only make money if you tune back in. And unfortunately, public education did that to us. And oh, look, somebody sharing the video. Thank you for sharing the video. They take them down as soon as they go up, which is hilarious. But we'll see what happens. I didn't play an intro on this. I don't think I did. And I didn't play exit. They're so ignorant. They're even saying that they own Pat Riley's song. He does Free the People at the end. I might abuse your ears and sing Pat Riley Free the People on the exit. I remember more of the words. But yeah, you got to share the video and you got to watch it live because when this is done, it's done. I finally got butternut squash growing in my garden. Ooh, Amy, I have never grown. Well, no, once I grew butternut squash. I love butternut squash soup. Oh my gosh, that is almost as good as sex. It's almost not right. Well, it depends. Some people say, but butternut squash will make you salivate, moisturize, and moisturate, and make you happy. A good butternut squash with some good seasoning. Oh, it's better than steak. And if you don't believe that, then you must have some great steak sauce. You must have some great herbs in the steak sauce because that's what steak sauce is vegetables. Steak by itself is not good. I'm sorry, it's not. Meat, flesh by itself, nope, it's not that delicious. It's not. It's not good till you put things on it that give your body endorphin responses because it comes from fruits and vegetables. So we won't get into that whole vegetarian, carnivore, meat eater thing. I just find it highly interesting. Do whatever you want. Me personally, it's highly interesting that all your meats are only made more delicious when you put vegetables and herbs on them. It's almost as if your body's telling you that evolutionary, we've been eating fruits and vegetables for a hell of a lot longer than meats, that we don't have responses, as many endorphin responses as we do for meat. Yeah, a lot of great evidence, but a lot of people don't want to see it. So, it is what it is. Lots of laughter. I thought you had pumpkins. I will send them out. No, I do. No, they're coming, Erica. They're coming because I'm taking the demon pumpkins in the Wallapini. We're going to grow pumpkins all winter, So, no, I'm saying, give me the recipes. Also getting a second round of raspberries and bushes. All right, that sounds delicious, Amy. Ooh, get them raspberries, put them fresh and raw in your cereal. Yep, Tina Turner, that's her name. Thank you. Sharon Avini, were you homeschooled or did you go to public education with the rest of us who have trouble thinking? All right, best lesson is your ancient wisdom, how your body and organs work together to keep you healthy. It loves you. Needed that reminder. Yes, Jennifer. And unfortunately, a lot of people do. They don't seem to realize. I mean, you can abuse your body, but you can't over-abuse it. And what is over-abuse? If you get colds, viruses, and flus, it means you're over-abusing your body. There's something in your diet you need to cut out. There's a lifestyle change you need to make. Tina Turner, wow, what a dynamite lady. Oh, she was amazing, Christine. And she still is, if she's still alive. They're talking about the true lights of the world. We are the light of the world, I think, TJ Glenn. Not at the current moment. the human race, to me, they're the light of the world. We're supposed to be stewards. When we're stewarding, we'll be the light of the world. Right now, we are the darkness. We are the destroyer of worlds. Tina's 81, but still alive. All right, well, I know she's fine as hell, Paul Bradley. I know she is. She is. She ain't never been wrong. She always been right. All right, show us some work. I do. It's on Patreon, Paul Bradley. I don't know why people don't get that. Paul, I keep saying it. Listen, I don't love Facebook. I don't. I'm sorry. I love Mark Zuckerberg. Well, I love Mark Zuckerberg, but I don't love Facebook. I'm not going to put all my content here. I show some things, but I'm not going to show everything. If you want to see absolutely everything I do, you have to follow me on every single platform. You have to become federated. All right. There's a reason why I do what I do, Paul. There's a reason for the funk. I don't just do things just to do them. Everything I do, I kind of think about it a little bit. We need to be federated. One of my ignorant problems is I gave Facebook way too much time in the past, and I became way too addicted to it. Not to the platform, but to my friends who are here. And so it's hard to leave because all my critical thinking friends are here. We have to become federated. So people who have any kind of a following, and I got a small one, it's not big, but you got to federate. You can't put everything everywhere. You got to force people to follow you in a bunch of different places to see everything. Most of my content is on Patreon. Thank you to all my Patreon viewers. And the rest is spread out between Instagram, Facebook, and I did some things on InstaChat, Pick the Chat, Photo Chat. I don't know the name of it. One of these things my kids told me to join, and I'm gonna add a few more, because the more we spread out, the less power we give these platforms. These platforms don't need more power, they need less. And if I show more work on Facebook, I'm giving Facebook more of my content, which gives them more power. They don't need any more power. Like what we just saw is obvious. Like what it's obvious that they got issues, right? So it was something about social media I was thinking about the other day. Yeah. You know, so they're not deleting as many pages as they used to. You notice they're not putting as many of us in Facebook jail as they used to. I think there's a reason. They're currently under lawsuit, right? They're currently entertainers and now politicians who are suing them. I think it's liability. I think they've realized now that when you hide information that the public needs to see after you start becoming supposedly a trusted media platform, which is what they argue that they're a media platform, and you actually skew reality and people die, you got some liability, brother. And I think that's where social media is in trouble right now, because they actually hid information from people based in what personal physician politicians, which is just politicians, said. And a lot of people died because of it. And a lot of people are still dying. And more people are going to die because of it. Over 1 million people died in the last 2 to 3 years from cardiovascular disease, hypertension, diabetes, and a few other things because of what they've hid from the public. Treatments that they refuse to allow to be posted on there, or they used to allow, but then they stopped it, right? The wrongful death suits can be through the roof. So yeah, no, I don't have any interest in Paul, in supporting any further, more than what I'm already doing, platforms that are pro-war, anti-health, pro-synthetic drug, anti-natural medicine. That's just not my thing. I spread it around like butter, brother. Spread it around. All right. Well, got to bring the monster to the doggy park. Ooh, yes. And I'm looking for a dog. TJ Glenn, have a great day. I'm gonna speed through some comments and I'm gonna go. Blaze 18 Blaze 92 likes rocks. I love me some rocks too. I love rocks, especially when they're not flying at me. Sodra, rocks they're just asteroid dust. They have all the 120 trace minerals that the plants need to create a soil food web. We need rocks and sands. We need them in our bodies and we need them in the garden. So true. Poor kids, no health. Yeah. The children will never recover from this. Some won't, Diane. I am a great believer in children and their ability to. I mean, it's not till what, 21 that they stop making that telomerase enzyme that repairs the telomeres on the ends of their chromosomes. So, and stem cells, which are related. I think children have amazing abilities to reboot and undo the ignorant things that their parents do to their body because their parents watch too much damn television. I am. I mean, some don't make it and some do, but they come back. But I think the majority, I'm a big believer in the human body, big believer in epigenetics and its ability to undo. I don't think mankind is smart enough yet to make things that can make us extinct. And plus, I think we have help that we're not familiar with and where it comes from. Send your children to Jur. If you meant Gerard, no, do not send your children to him. You need to come with them. I did enough diapers, not doing no more. Hey, Mark Kutchuk, the inhumanity. We are in inhumane times and it's popular. People are proud of their inhumanity. So I assume you want to be growing any cotton. No, sir. No, sir. Paul, you got that right. Ain't going to be a day. Nope, not going to happen. Nope. I have some epigenetic handed down DNA, something that, no, I don't even like it. I don't even like to look at it growing. Nope, but something in there ain't never going to happen out here. Good morning, Gigi. Can you grow pot down there? You can if you get a license, but I'm not interested in it. it's just not a thing for me. People go get their. I mean, like I've said it before, whatever you do out here has got to be legal. I'm not out here to fight no damn state, local, nor federal. No interest. I'm here to disappear and just enjoy life, doing the things that I need to do for the people I love all around this world. And that's not going to happen if you defy the authorities. So, people can. I'm not. I don't have an interest in it. I'm kind of interested in hemp, but not much as I used to. There are a lot of other plants that provide a lot of things hemp does, but I might get into it, but not pot. I don't smoke it, never have. Not really interested in even trying it. Anyone who does it, they need to make sure they get a license for it, not define, fight no damn state. Did not agree to take the donut for the rest of my life to get my freedoms back. Yeah, I'll never take it. Who's that? Jennifer? I'll never take it. Zero interest in it. All right, I'm gonna do the small comments, and I gotta go. Just small comments. I can't read the paragraphs, y'all. I gotta go quickly. Oh my gosh, a lot of comments. Oh my Lord. Oh, my battery is 17. All right, let's see if I can do this. I got a 17% battery. Let's see if I can read the comments down to the bottom. All right, I got to start here. Smart flies or mini drones. I call them mini drones because they got technology we don't know about. Although Tucker Carlson is kind of a truest journalist. Okay, I don't know who Tucker Carlson is. I heard the name. I think he did something good. I posted it, but I can meet him in a grocery store. Won't know who the hell he is. And I'm proud of that. I thought you'd have a bunch of hippies down there by now in tents playing guitar and doing yoga and stuff. I'm not a hippie. I'm hippie-ish. All right. I'm not interested in playing guitars and yoga and all that stuff. I'm interested in all of it, but right now there's work to be done. Hippies don't show up to the work is done because they want to smoke pot and play guitars. No, right now it's about people who are building, and I have people who come down a lot now. Somebody's coming down today, and somebody's coming down this weekend, actually. So, and then someone's coming down, I think the week after that. So people are coming, but yeah, so Paul, without getting into too much detail, it's about people who aren't just interested in yoga and playing guitars and fresh fruits and vegetables and feeding other people. There's a spirituality thing that's happening here. And while everybody's invited to visit, not everybody's going to be invited to stay, and that doesn't sit right with some people, and I'm fine with that. Right. I don't have any interest in bringing here the problems with the Rockefeller world, the narcissism, the sociopathy, the psychological problems and mental illness. Nah, I'm not interested in that. I'm trying to retire, not just create a new Rockefeller world full of sick people. You got to be well, or you got to want to be well. So I won't go through any more of the details of it, but there are people who actually qualify who will end up being able to stay long term or for long periods of time. And that the persons that do that are not me. So like I said, I put a lot of thought to everything I do. And that way, nobody who's close to me can muscle their way in. I don't want that. We need to have peace, love, happiness, and all the things that you don't get from people who are just hippies. All right. Viva la open source, shine on. Yes, everything has got to be open source, Mark. That's when the world changes. I forgot. I got 16% battery. I got to go faster. Sure does look windy out there. Not this morning. The wind turbine's not even spinning. She spun a few minutes ago. Yep. Massa Newsom was his name. Gruesome Newsom. He is Nancy's nephew. Ew! Nancy who? Pelosi? Ew! All right. I'm sorry. Ooh, 15%. I got to go faster. Y'all think your elected masses are your masters? Yep, they are masters. They're definitely masters. They're elected masters. Although there's probably selected masters. Oh, look, organic coffee. Look at that. There's a fly in it. Look at that. That's delicious. See, he's just trying to help me get my exposure to the environment so I don't get sick later. No surprise. There you go. There, Larry Elders. Yeah, Elder. There you go. There. What a weird last name. Anyway, they're distractions, always have been. Politicians are absolutely, they're actors, 100% actors. I see what you're saying. Nothing is going to happen. It's all a show. I don't agree with that, both because every now and then something happens, but I agree that the majority of time, nothing happens. They need to trash their TVs. Yes, they do. Absolutely. Bill Hicks. I don't know where we're going with Bill Hicks, but he and Alex Jones are two different people. Both sides, yes, both sides of the same coin. Boom, to whatever Jasmine said. Never mind what the talking heads say. Concentrate on how the system functions. I agree with that, Paul Brady. Spot on. The problem is the system, not the talking heads. 100% the system. Night Rose Child on Twitch. How you doing? I don't have many followers on Twitch. How are you? I'm doing wonderful, but I'm getting warm, I'm getting hot, and I got a whole bunch of cob to mix up. So I got to go get the breaker bar and break them some stones and get some clay and get to working. I got a cob door up. I got to make solid. All right. Yeah. Your medicine cabinet should be your fridge and pantry. Amen, Diane. That's ancient knowledge going back through history and evolution. But people hate nature. They want quick solutions. They want quick fixes. And they believe the ignorant things that come out of their personal position, politician mouths. All right. When you meet a healthy person, you don't shove your dog down their throats. Oh, yeah, you're right. There you go. They're drugs. Right. Healthy people don't need it. They actually know some things that you don't know if you're not healthy. So you should listen to them. My last post says, is it for sale? Once you ditch the TV, you'll find out. Ooh, almost everything. Oh, look at Deborah being nasty early in the morning. Aloe vera plant is all you need. You definitely need aloe vera plants, Mark. I won't say it's all you need, but that's definitely one of them. I've got aloe growing, and it's the variety of aloe you can make smoothies with, and it does great with burns. Be very careful with aloe. Aloe can kill you if you drink it. Be very careful with aloe. There are over 100 species of aloe, and not all of them are edible. Saying stupid stuff is the most effective distraction. Y'all still fall under the fallacy that they say what they mean. Right, exactly. Because, and this is, oh, God dang, Beaufort, shut up. He's going to make the comments take too long. Right, because they're politicians, right? They're literal actors, not politicians. You only have politicians in a government. This is not a government. This is a legislated oligarchy. Literally, it's a corporation. So they're actors. They don't have any power. They say what the lobbyists tell them to say. They say what makes profit. End of story. My backyard is my medicine cabinet. And that's good to hear, Paul Bragg. That's what it should be. I feel bad for your camera glitching. Is the camera glitching? How long? Well, don't feel bad for the camera. You feel bad for the people watching it. To me, it's rolling smooth. All right. How long have you been training with your big leap forward surrender to what is life? I've trained. I'll say I'll train. I've been learning to live out here for probably 15 years, right? Started with the gardening, turned into aquaponics, turned into automation, food growing systems, soil, food, web, making solar panels, programming the solar panels to turn to follow the sun, building a wind turbine called a Vault wind turbine. So I've been doing this for a long time. Can you do it, Eddie Murphy? I can, Nitro Rose Child, Night Child Rose, but I got to get going because I'm down to 14% battery and the screen's going to cut off at 4. I mean, at 10%, I think. Those choppers think you happened. Oh, you happened to hop the wall. Oh, the chopper. Oh, they think I hopped the wall. Oh, you mean the ZZ Top, the redneck? No, I don't think they thought that. But they were good brothers. You having too much fun, way too much fun out there. You're supposed to have fun. Life is about fun, except for the flies. Lots of laughter. Facebook told me I shared this cast, but they told me information in Spanish. Yeah, I get that too, Deborah. I think maybe it's because I'm here. And when I do this, it goes through the towers, and those towers are in Mexico. And so I think when I jump to the Mexico Tower, it actually sends me information. Hey, Mama, can't tell Mama, call Mama back in a minute. Absolutely. And that's probably why. Wait, you can do Mad Hatter from Alice in Wonderland. No, I'm not doing impressions. That's Night Rose. That's a dude by the name of Harsh. I don't do impressions. Not intentionally. Have your babies by yourself. Amen, Jasmine. Have your babies. Well, okay, but you want to have sex with other people, but have your babies by yourself. When it's time to have them babies, like, no, just because you good and delicious and you make me go boing, yoing, 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 don't mean that we need to have anything together because you don't think like I do. But then again, if you think about it, you probably shouldn't be having sex with anybody that you wouldn't want to have a baby with, if you really, really think about it. Because if those people are known for making dumb decisions, then their dumb decisions are going to affect you. So think about it like that. I agree. Wait till after 30 for marriage. Amen. That's where I'm at. Gosh, I'm that far back. I took a screenshot. Too late, Zuck. All right. Make better. Hold on. Make better choices. Amen, Annette. Oh, Night Rose. I really want to read. That's too much. I'm not going to make my goal. What is your biggest fear? My biggest fear is, good Lord. I don't have fear. I don't know yet. I don't know. I'm sure I'm scared of something, Night Rose Child. I don't know what it is yet. I grew up in the Washington, D.C. area. I'll fight anything. I'll defend myself against anything. Do I fear God? No, because God, whatever it is, it loves me. The universe soul, it made me. I don't fear it. I might fear violating it, stepping outside of nature, making a war on nature, not knowing that people are waging a war on nature and aligning with them. I think I might fear my own ignorance in actually fighting the ecosystem that I need to be a part of. But history is always rewritten by those who are currently in charge of the writing. Amen. Don't trust history. It's his story. And his always sucks because his is always the most violent psychopath that won the war. So they lied about the history. Wish I had homeschooled. I wish I did too, Heather. And that is one of my greatest regrets as a parent. One thing I liked about the Amish was they teach till the 8th grade. Then they learn farming, sewing, and other useful things. And so, Erica, they're getting a lot of that homeschooling because children learn best by example, not ignorant by book, like they're in a prison and they're in a cell and they can't get out to the fresh air and actually do hands-on. I'm with you. All right, good to hear, Jasmine. The best way to learn necessary practical skills. Amen. You got to touch things, move things, do things. You don't sound like a Zoomer. You sound like you're 29. Because I am 29 and I'm about to turn 29 in a minute. Most use their excuses parroted as beliefs. Amen. Everybody's in a cult. Everybody's in a religion. Share your information. Don't abuse anybody else with it. We had spikes on our playground and metal everywhere, but we survived. Yep. And we had needles and we had a bunch of other stuff out there. I went to school with kids from Southeast DC. So it was very interesting. And we had guns. Schools originally based on factory style. Yes, no getting kids used. No getting your kids used to no privacy. Okay, right. Mary Miller, it was based in, was it Hungary or one of those countries, military camps. Like the American education system was designed after I think it was a military camp or a prison camp in Hungary or one of them countries out there. One of the weird ones. Now all my children are grown. All right, and just a grandchild and I have no rights in what they choose for their children. You know, Deborah, you don't, but you tell them and they learn through example. You tell them, they do something dumb, then they learn, oh, well, maybe she actually knows what she's talking about. Is that a dead cow? Oh, Lord Jesus. Oh boy, right there. I don't know. And it looked like a rock. Oh, that's just distracting. I had to hurry up. That might be why the flies are here. Oh Lord. Uh-oh. That's not good information. Oh, I gotta take a walk. All right, say that again. The part about they know you are going to the exact opposite of what they say they'll do. Yeah, well, you know what, I always do the exact opposite of what ignorant people say. And usually that works out. Doesn't always work out, but 99 probably percent of the time, it'll always work out if you do the opposite of what dumb people or intelligent people who are following dumb people do, or foolish people. You so need to get laid, dude. Oh, I so need to get laid. Paul Bradley, this private information. I don't put any private information on the internet. So that's one way I protect myself is I don't let y'all into my private life. I enjoy my life and I leave it at that. Not all nurses make a lot of money. That's true. That's true. That is absolutely true. But they're all in high demand. Plus, I'm about to lose my job. Had to submit a rush religious and exemption yesterday. All right. Hopefully that goes through. Correct branch COVIDians. All right. TV is the monster in your home. It absolutely is. Get rid of it. The power of advertisement. It was never this powerful, Diane, but now we understand it can make its own reality. Makes a monster in your head. Yes, it does. It makes people into monsters and it gets them to back and support monstrous, ignorant, foul things. Religion is indoctrination conflated as belief. Amen. Absolutely. And there are a lot of different religions, and most of them right now are probably scientific based. Television, the drug of a nation. Absolutely. It is a powerful drug and it works, so they keep using it. They used to call it the boob tube over here, Paul, and it's still making boobs, making a whole lot of boobs and not the delicious ones. All right. Or they're lying. Operating system that the root is controlled by the others. Yes, absolutely. By all glad caught you live. All right, Mary Miller, I'm about to not be live. I'm almost down into the bottom of the comments. You don't want the ignorant running away. Wait a minute. You don't want the ignorant running away. You should engage them in conversation. Yes and no. Some of them are infected with ignorance. You tell people things and you walk away, but don't get too bogged down in the discussion. The discussion ends for me, Paul, when you're not interested in knowing the truth. When I realize people, they don't want to see the data that's going to prove them false, I walk away from the conversation. Because at that point, I realize the conversation is only going to make me stupider. They're not there to know what's true. They're there to be right, which means that this isn't a conversation, right? This is a means of trying to infect me with their ignorance. And unfortunately, I know way too many people who want to be right going into a conversation and they don't show it with facts. This is why Del Bigtree is never on TV. This is why the people, the scientists who work and quit the pharmaceutical industry are not on the news, because they'll tell you things that you need to hear. At this point, I know I'm not going to be the one to point out reality to them. They are deaf at anything I say. It will have to come from someone else. And that's it, Deborah. And that's why you just wipe the sands from your feet. You tell people and you leave. The truth will always come out in time. You don't have to worry about it. And sometimes people die. That's how this world works. But damn it, is that a cow? Be beholden to the truth. I got to go to a staff meeting. Had a beautiful day. All right. Good to see you, Heather. Might need to reconsider who you sexing with then. Yes, everybody needs to consider that. Be very conscious, pay attention, but you got to make sure you're with smart people. Just saying. I was street schooled. Were you street schooled? Oh, Lord. All right, the things just jumped down. I mean, share everything everywhere, including crowdfunding links. Trust me. Good idea. The aim is to reach people. The aim is definitely to reach people, but it's also to take away power from the ignorant platforms that are killing people. Have a wonderful day. Yes, I'm going to try to. I'm almost down to the bottom. Whole internet is pro-war. The whole internet is pro-war, I think is what you meant. It's all owned and controlled by the same MFers. Yes, it is, but some sources are a lot more pro-war than others. So it's a lifestyle of walking away from sick bastard colonizers, not a lifestyle of embracing the ones. Once you realize there are less pro-war platforms, then go that direction. Everything from Wall Street is pro-war. Everything is colonization. Gerard homeschools? No, he does not. Gerard's kids are grown. Just being off-grid is defying the government in many places. Exactly. But be off-grid in every way, not just the way I'm doing, Paul Bradley, every way that you can. You know, this way is nice for me, doesn't work for everybody. Just off-grid from the system. Give the system as many problems as you can. The only thing the system cares about is you not engaging in it. You have to have hairs to be a hippie. Yeah, you do. You got to have them in all kind of places. I'd love to go 100 people and you'll be writing your own laws in time. Well, Ryan, I think, yeah, how does that work? You're actually allowed to create your own town, in this country. Oh, Lord Jesus. That was a big one. Did y'all hear him? He was like, it wasn't like, it was like, it was a big old fly. Damn it. I know he's on me somewhere. Big nasty ones. And they bite you sometimes now down here. Yeah, but I don't want 100 people here. If I can buy more land around, I'd consider that idea, but not right now. Smells like freedom out there. It is free. Ryan, wake up and I live my life. I do what I need to do. Hey, I know you. Damn it, Ryan, I know you. There you go by a different name on, you got a different profile. All the world's problems will find you even way out there in the desert. Yes, they will, but they're going to have to work a little harder to get here, Paul Bradley. I have to quote Deanna Lou by saying, I live so far out that you would have to ruin your day to come out here to give me a hard day. And I live so far out that you would literally have to ruin your day in your truck and your car to get out here to give me a hard day. So it's not about running away. It's about ejecting yourself from the system in every way possible. That's the greatest fight you can fight, is to remove yourself from the system. Have a nice day. Good coworkers. Hey, Sampson, good morning. I'm just about to go. Oh, I'm down at the bottom. I read almost every damn comment. Do you feel like Clint Eastwood out there, Joe Workers? No, I don't. Not till I need to. I only feel like it when I need to. When I can check, when I can do that, and that's fun. Is that a dead cow? I think that's a dead cow. Hang on. I got to go check this out. I got to go anyway. Wait till cougar mating season. Uh-oh, you'll find out what you fear when they scream. Yeah, I'm not interested in hearing that. And, well, even when it comes to that, I'm not scared of no damn cougar. I'm not interested in them. And they're not interested in me. My fear is that I would be putting myself in a situation, if I'm not careful, where I'd have to put something down that I don't want to put down. I don't want to put anything down. I don't even want to put flies down. So I do have fear around the fact that, I'm in a predator-based ecosystem. And when the predators think I'm food, they're going to come for me. They don't think I'm food yet, so they haven't come for me. And the shame is I never want one to be so desperate when they do that. But in my belief, Samson, we don't have a choice. We can no longer live in cities. We can't live in big, ignorant building and concrete jungles that require the destruction of the ecosystems around the world. They're completely unsustainable, every last one of them. And so people are trying to figure out how to make them sustainable. But as far as right now, they're not sustainable. So we have to do the exact opposite of what the billionaires want, which is people have to start moving back out on the land, getting space, living with predators, learning how to live in sync with the ecosystem, and understanding the predators aren't dangerous. The economics are. The predators just eat for food. The economics eat you because of greed. Your neighbors want to eat you because they're greedy, right? So we have to get away from the monsters, right? There's a difference between a predator and a monster. A mountain lion is a predator. Hog is a predator, feral hog. Your neighbor, someone fighting with you for a promotion, they're monsters, right? They're willing to let your children have less so they can have more by fighting with you for something that actually doesn't even exist, currency. More ignorance is dishonesty. Okay. Was the fly registered with the FAA? I would seriously doubt it, Beaufont. Enjoy your coworkers. Yeah. Well, the coworkers out here, I understand them. I understand. I'm getting to understand the ecosystem, and they are coworkers. We're working together, building an ecosystem, and that's where we should be. Yes, exactly. Your own township. That sounds great, Paul, but I don't want my own township. I just want to be left the hell alone. I don't want it to have my name on it, my last name on it. I don't want to control nothing. Don't want to control nobody. I want other people to live free, and I'm going to live free. And we'll do that until, if and when the rest of the world decides they really want the corporations to run the world, then that'll be the end of it. But until then, I'm going to live free. So anyway, I got to go. Love y'all to death. Y'all have a wonderful day. I am out. Bye. Join the We Lucian, the We